Okay, here's the breakdown for Lee Selby versus Gradovich. I can't remember how to pronounce the guy's first name. So, Gradovich, he's the, I believe, IBF featherweight champion of the world. Um, it's not often I get to talk about other fighters that I really like, especially UK fighters. A lot of people give me cop because I don't do a lot on UK fighters, but the fight I do like is Lee Selby. I think he's a very talented fighter. He's from Wales, and from what I know from my own career, or going to have a professional career in Wales as a boxer, they do train, their fighters do train very hard, do very well, technically very well. You only have to look at somebody like Barry Jones, who's obviously now pundit for Box Nation, two-weight world champion, and in the same gym as Steve Robinson, who came out of nowhere and had 6 or 7 successful defenses of his world WBO featherweight championship of the world until Naz came along. And my trainer was the same trainer for Barry, well, worked alongside Barry Jones as well as myself. So I think this fight with Lee Selby, I tell you what this fight reminds me of. You remember when Joe Calzaghe fought Jeff Left Hook Lacey? And everyone's saying, oh my God, Lacey's going to knock Calzaghe out. Calzaghe's going to be in a lot of trouble, blah, 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 blah. And he was a huge underdog coming into the fight. Well, I've looked at Gradovich, and he's a very basic fighter. Tucks up tight, keeps low, and slings punches over the top. Okay? Like to get you against the ropes and throws punches. A busy enough fighter. But that fighter's good against a guy that stands in front of you. Lee Selby is going to be coming at angles. So when Gradovich is coming forward like this, expect Selby to throw shots, move to the left, shots, move to the right, in and out, backward and forward. The uppercut, a very good punch of Lee Selby. So for me, honestly, I think this fight is a walk in the park for Lee Selby. I really do. I think the performance could be as one-sided as when Joe Calzaghe fought Jeff Lacey. Yeah, I'm honest. That's how one-sided I think this fight can be. Gradovich, the one thing he does have in his armor that the only thing about Lee Selby I'm a little concerned about is that he pulls. If you pull straight back, against Gradovich, he's got that winging right hand over the top. This punch is here. From here, drops low out of the fighter's sight, your eyesight. If you're up here and he's out your eyesight, so he drops low and slings a right hand over the top, or slings a wild left hook over the top. Those are the only two concerns. And if Selby's pulling back, he clipped on the chin. Other than that, I think Selby's going to keep him either jab, straight right hands, uppercuts, tie Gradovich up, spin him, punch, combination punching, wicked body shots. That's how I see Selby win this fight. I actually think he breaks Gradovich down. Gradovich will do his normal thing coming forward, right? But I think Selby will break Gradovich down, body shots. And anything after 6 rounds, I think Selby will actually, Gradovich will grind to a halt. He'll be open to shots by then, I think. And I look to Selby to stop this fight anywhere between rounds 8 to 10. Similar to what he did against Joel Bunker. Yeah, I really don't see anything great in terms of Gradovich. I think Selby's definitely up there. Very skilled, very talented. Other thing about Selby, he doesn't talk very much. I think he's getting more confident in himself now. But skills pay the bills. And this guy has got lots of skills. They call him the Welsh Mayweather. He does what he does. And it'd be great that another Welshman becomes world champion. Fantastic. Yeah, I can't see Gradovich win this fight. I really can't. I mean, I've seen some people say Gradovich on points. Nah, don't see it. I don't believe Gradovich. And Gradovich is not a dynamite puncher as well. That's another thing. So for me, I don't see this fight. I just see it as a mismatch. If you look at the two guys' skill sets, Lee Selby is way higher than in general skill set. What we don't know is what Lee Selby is going to do come fight night at world level. When we're talking about fighting for a world title. Not eliminator no more. Not a final eliminator. Not a British, Commonwealth or European. It's world level. This is when this is it. So we need to know what Selby's like mentally at world level. And I gotta say, it's one of these fights that if you can't win this fight, Lee Selby, you ain't doing anything in the featherweight division, honestly. Because after that, I guess it gets tougher. So yeah, I definitely put Lee Selby to win this. And I don't think even fight goes to points. I think he stops Gradovich. 8 to 10 rounds. If not, it goes to points. It's a unanimous point decision for Selby. I don't see any way that Gradovich wins this fight, honestly. Unless Selby leaves a game at home, I don't see him winning the fight. If you look at the way Rendon Moreau fights, the way Rendon Moreau likes to tuck up tight, get close and be physical on the inside, I don't think Gradovich is any stronger than Rendon Moreau. So when I put those things into the pot and I mix it up, I come up with Lee Selby every time. I'm not saying that Rendon Moreau is strong, even though he's coming tail end of his career. Selby does carry some pop as well. I'm not going to say he's the biggest puncher in the world, but he hits hard enough. And I think he hits hard enough to stop Gradovich in his tracks. And hits hard enough to be able to do what he has to do on the outside. The thing is, can Gradovich make adjustments? Because he just seems to fight the same way in all fights. Selby, to me, seems a guy who can adjust. So that's the difference. But Selby, late stoppage or unanimous points decision. Love to know what you guys think out there. And yeah, the boxing gym I was at is Ely Boxing Gym, which was in Cardiff. Great memories, great times. And shout out to Barry Jones. Barry, if you're watching the video, shout out to you. I hope you're keeping well, my friend. Doing a great job in the commentary team with John Rawling. Excellent. Shame he wasn't on Sky, really. Sorry, just had to say that. But no, anyway, that's it. I'm out. Love to hear what you think. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments. Well, do you agree with me? Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think Gradovich is the next coming of Rocky Marciano. I don't know. But I'd love to hear what your views are. Thanks again. I'm out.